a forgotten winger is coming back, a shocking revelation from Kevin Thelwell on what we must fix to win the league, an impressive gem ready to explode, and a Premier League boss who would love to take charge at Ibrox. Want to see these and more Rangers news? Stay until the end. We are the people. Rabbi Matondo, remember him? A name that had just about faded into the background at Ibrox, is now set to land right back in the middle of the Rangers rebuild this summer after a completely forgettable loan spell at Hanover where he made just 2 starts. The German club have officially shown him the door. He's shown Hanover's sporting director, Markus Mann, has made it crystal clear players who are on loan and out of contract won't be part of their plans for next season, and with Matondo's loan spell falling into that category, it is all but confirmed. After all, Hanover have just sacked their manager and are preparing for a massive rebuild, and Matondo is nowhere near their future vision. Now, just to remind you, Rangers forked out £3 million to bring Matondo from Schalke 3 years ago, and he still has 1 year left on his Ibrox contract. That is a hefty reminder of how poor the recruitment has been at times, with money slipping through the cracks while Celtic march towards trophies. This raises massive questions, not just about Matondo's future, but about how the new sporting director, Kevin Thelwell, plans to handle all the deadwood that keeps floating back into Ibrox. You cannot build a winning squad on sentimental hopes for players who have never delivered, and with a crucial summer ahead, Rangers simply cannot afford to get this wrong. The margin for error is absolutely zero if we are serious about smashing Celtic off their perch next season. Should Matondo be given another chance at Ibrox under the new regime, or is it time to cut the losses and move him on for good? Kevin Thelwell, the new sporting director leading Rangers into this crucial new era, has already pulled back the curtain and exposed exactly why we have fallen so far behind. Not just once, but year after year, letting Celtic have an open goal to league titles. And it is not about bad luck, not about poor refereeing, although we know plenty about that. It is about Rangers not understanding and not fixing the most vital thing in modern football: expected goal difference. Now, let me explain this properly for you. Expected goal difference, or XGD, is not just about how many goals you score or how many you concede. It measures the quality of the chances you create versus the quality of the chances you give away. In short, it tells you if you are really dominating games or just riding your luck. If you want to win a league, your XGD needs to be through the roof, around 1.6 across a season. Under Philippe Clement, Rangers' XGD was not even close. It was under 1, meaning we were barely better than the teams we were playing against, even on good days. And under Barry Ferguson, let's just say, right now we are lucky even to be drawing games. We are limping along when we should be hammering teams into the ground. It is brutal and it is embarrassing. And you know what is frightening? Kevin Thelwell has seen this coming. When he was at Wolves, at Everton, even across the pond at New York Red Bulls, he made it clear you do not build a winning team by watching the scoreline. You build it by understanding the truth of the performance. Look beyond the goals. Look at the real numbers. If your XGD is poor, your title dreams are dead before they even begin. He even said it himself in a podcast. If you only react emotionally to wins and losses, you are just making blind decisions. But if you look at the underlying numbers, you know if you are building a squad that can dominate or one that is standing still while Celtic run riot. If Thelwell had been in charge earlier, Philippe Clement would have been gone long before he dragged us into this mess. No more sentimental decisions. No more giving managers time based on good vibes. No more fooling ourselves that a couple of decent wins mean we are back. No, from now on, it has to be ruthless, scientific, proper recruitment, building a side that smashes Celtic not just once in a blue moon, but every single week until we are the ones lifting the league trophy at Ibrox again. Because make no mistake, this is not just about getting a better striker or a solid left back. This is about fixing the entire DNA of Rangers. We cannot afford to miss this chance. And now I put it to you. Would you back Kevin Thelwell's cold, ruthless football rebuild based on hard facts, even if it means some popular faces being shown the door? Or would you risk it all again, hoping that loyalty and tradition can beat the brutal efficiency Celtic have shown season after season? Ibrox deserves better. You deserve better. But the real question is, are you ready to accept the changes that must be made to bring the Rangers you love back to the top where we belong? As the dust settles on another bitterly disappointing season for Rangers, there is no question now the strategy has to change, and change fast. Celtic are running away with trophies while we are still patching over the cracks. But finally, it looks like the club might be learning the lesson. Rangers are no longer simply throwing millions at flashy names and hoping for the best. No, the focus now is on young Scottish talent who can grow at Ibrox. And there are two perfect examples already making waves, and one more potentially on the way. First up, Connor Barron. What a piece of business that has turned out to be. We picked him up from Aberdeen for around £640,000 in compensation, and after just one full season, his value has exploded to around £2 million. This lad has been absolutely solid when called upon, posting a 90% pass accuracy, winning 50% of his duels, and making key tackles and clearances that prove he is ready for the big moments. He even captained the side recently. You can see it clear as day. Barron is built for Rangers. He has settled quickly, shown maturity beyond his years, and if the new manager has any sense, Barron will be central to everything we build over the next few years. And now Rangers are reportedly closing in on Josh Mulligan from Dundee, another Scottish youngster, another free transfer if the deal gets over the line. He is a versatile talent, capable of playing in midfield, on the wing, or even at right back. He has created 8 big chances for Dundee this season, delivered 5 assists, and consistently shown that he is ready for a step up. Now, let us be clear, Mulligan is not coming in to immediately replace James Tavernier or dominate games the way Barron already can. His value right now is around £500,000, but if he gets the proper development at Ibrox, that figure could shoot up dramatically, just like it did for Barron. This is the model Rangers must follow if we want to bridge the gap to Celtic and dominate Scottish football again. Find talented young Scots, nurture them properly, and either sell them on for massive profit or build a team capable of winning titles. What is absolutely crucial now is that whoever the new manager is, they have to believe in this vision. They have to trust the youth, invest in potential, and create a squad that fights for every blade of grass wearing that Rangers shirt. Barron is proof that the blueprint works. Mulligan could be the next. Lyle Cameron has already joined. The days of expensive flops have to end. The future at Ibrox belongs to those who are hungry, talented, and proud to fight for this badge. And now I ask you directly, would you rather Rangers keep chasing big-name foreign signings who flop under the pressure, or would you back a full revolution based on young Scottish talent ready to bleed for the jersey? Because one thing is certain, change is coming to Ibrox, and you deserve a team that makes you proud again. There is big news swirling around, and you need to know what could be coming down the pipeline for Rangers as the summer revolution edges closer. With the San Francisco 49ers securing their stake, new leadership is firmly in place. We have a new CEO, a new chairman, All the chess pieces are being moved into place, but there is one huge decision still to be made. Who will be the next manager to lead Rangers back to the summit of Scottish football? Now, here's where things get properly interesting. During his time at Everton, Kevin Thelwell backed a manager who many would dismiss at first glance, a man some would associate with nothing but 4-4-2, long balls, and pure survival tactics. That man is Sean Dyche. Yes, you heard that right. Dyche has been linked heavily to the Rangers job. And according to Thelwell himself, who spoke on the Training Ground Guru podcast, Dyche has evolved far beyond the old stereotypes. He praised Dyche's ability to balance creating chances at one end while keeping things tight at the other. In Thelwell's words, Dyche has done a really good job in very difficult circumstances. Let's be honest, keeping Everton afloat last season with an 8-point deduction hanging over them was nothing short of a miracle. Working under brutal financial restrictions, Dyche grafted out results, showed resilience, and proved that he could squeeze every drop of quality out of limited squads. But here's the real debate. Does that kind of manager fit the demands at Rangers? Because at Ibrox, you're not judged on plucky survival. You are judged on style, dominance, winning titles, and hammering Celtic at every opportunity. Dyche's teams are built on blood, sweat, and battling spirit, qualities we need, but not necessarily the slick, aggressive, high-tempo football Rangers fans crave, especially when chasing trophies and making statements in Europe. Thelwell's appointment has been received with open arms. He is seen as a progressive thinker, a man who understands how to build sustainably. But if he decides to bring Dyche to Ibrox, let's not kid ourselves, the reaction could be explosive. Yes, Dyche might bring stability. Yes, he might harden the mentality of a Rangers squad that has gone soft far too often. But would he deliver the kind of football you deserve to see? Would he ignite the fire that gets Ibrox rocking again, week in, week out? And so I must ask you directly, would you back the appointment of Sean Dyche at Rangers if it meant toughness and organization, even if the football was not pretty? Or would you rather demand a manager who will bring glory and swagger back to the greatest club in Scotland? Because this could spark one of the biggest debates at Ibrox in years. If you haven't seen yesterday's video yet, you are missing out. Explosive news about Rangers that'll leave every fan stunned. Go check it out now.